welcome to another episode of Terrific Tarot. Today we're doing the Celtic cross read for the Sagittarians in the room. And so here we go. I've got all the cards I'm going to deal from the top, and we're doing the Celtic cross. So we're just going to go for it. Number one. Okay, that goes right over the Magician now. These two cards are going to be the theme of our reading today. So what I get from this is the Magician is mastering his destiny. Let's show this card. The Magician is mastering his destiny. He's got all the tools at his disposal in order to do this. He is assertive, straightforward, and going for it. So we have that, and then on top of it, we have the Five of Wands, which looks like we have some work to do. We have to be more assertive. There might be some minor interruptions in our process of working towards creating our own destiny. So, and I think that's true. You know, any number of little minor inconveniences could set you off. Traffic, you know, just things of that nature. So for Sagittarius, I'm going to say you are in the process of mastering your destiny, and you are coming across little hindrances here and there. Nothing major, nothing like a tower, but yeah, it's a fight. You are going to have to assert yourself. You are going to have to get out there and get in it. And now is the time to do that. So that's exciting, Sagittarius. It's very exciting. How did we get here, Sagittarius? How did we get here that we've just decided we're going to go for it? And we got the Queen of Swords here today, the Queen of Swords. So this person is very capable. They have a lot of discernment. This person can really tell the difference on a subconscious level, maybe, if something isn't right. The Queen of Swords in this reading, it's a person who's gone through a lot. They've made it through the other side, and they have a backbone. They have a strength there. They're not so emotional. This person is straightforward. So I think here the foundation is, Sagittarius, you guys have gone through a lot. You've gone through a lot. You're all about truth, and you're all about fairness. You have managed to get through that hell that you were put through. And now here you sit on your throne with your sword straight into the air, and you have so much integrity. You are not going to bow down to anyone's lies anymore. With your foundation, you will be unstoppable. The number 4, which is the past, and here we have another swords element, 2 of Swords reversed. Okay, so the 2 of Swords reversed. Now, in this Celtic cross, it's also creative talent and abilities. And with the 2 of Swords reversed, in the past, I'm going to say for the past, there was, I think it goes along with the Queen of Swords. There was something where you were stalemated. You weren't able to make decisions. You could not make, there was no options, perhaps. There were no choices to be made. So now that you have the 2 of Swords reversed, you are going forward now. You are able to make choices. You're able to discern those choices. So far this reading, Sagittarius, is really, really cool. You've got creative energy here that you're kind of having to shuffle through with your master of destiny, right? You're mastering your destiny. You're having to get a little assertive, a little creative here. Some adaptability is probably going to be necessary. But your foundation is so solid. And your past is tied into that foundation. You have been through something, and you were stalemated, and now you're not. Now you are free to go. So you're doing it. You're going to go for it. Let's see what we're going to do now. What are our goals with all of this beautiful energy? So our goals, this is the best that you can accomplish. This is the best that you can accomplish at present. And Sagittarius, you've got the 10 of Cups. So you can have all the unity, tranquility, trust, and good relationships. With all that you are learning about your own self. You're mastering your destiny. You're mastering your mind. You are not being emotionally manipulated. And now you're ready to take that out into the world and just make a lot of great relationships, a lot of tranquil relationships. Where you go, people will feel peace. That is a great goal. And I think you can achieve that if you make that an intention every day. Okay, so we have the goals. Now let's go to number 6, which is the future. We got 3 of Cups. So there's something to celebrate here. You might be going to a party, but you definitely are going to be sharing happiness with others. And that is the main theme of this card, your shared happiness with others. So it's really a lovely card. So the future seems pretty bright. Sagittarius, you've got a bright future. Sagittarius, this is very, very important. How you see yourself, it's important that you work out. How do you see yourself? This card means rough waters ahead. It means one problem after another. And if we're going to tie this into how do you see yourself, I believe you see yourself as someone who has so much to learn. It can be overwhelming. Every time you take one step forward, there's 2 steps back. That is now look, there are shared lived experiences where yes, that can be an issue sometimes, but it's not always. And you can get into these patterns of negative self-talk. Things aren't good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't know enough. But look, nobody does. How about that? Here, you should not, if you see yourself in this light, it's something to work on. It's something to work on. Yeah, there are rough waters ahead for you with your goals because you don't know everything, but that's part of the fun. That's part of the challenge. And I think we can tie that in to all of what we've got going on here. And it's swords. We've got a lot of swords. We have a lot of air energy here. Okay, Sagittarius. So maybe we see ourselves as inadequate. Maybe we see ourselves as inadequate. How about that? I think that is a fair assessment. But that means that you're very capable. You can't always be everything to everyone. You can't always be everything to yourself. You can't know everything. I think maybe you have very, very high expectations. And so you do feel inadequate a lot because of those expectations, perhaps. And lowering your expectations is not a bad thing. It's reality. It's called reality. We are not all rocket scientists and ballerinas and hilariously funny at parties. You know, there's only so many things. Everybody gets to have a talent, but not everybody gets to have every talent. That's just the way of the world. Now, some people can sing and dance and play a musical instrument, but most people can't. All right, now let's go on. So we have tackled the how do you see yourself question. Now let's go to the environment. Okay. What do you have around you? And we're going to have the reverse Empress here, which is interesting. So at this, it's showing a failure to thrive. So you're not thriving in your environment right now, Sagittarius. It shows disharmony in household. Now, I don't know if you're having disharmony in your household. I don't know if you're having a failure to thrive. I do know this card ties in with the 3 of Cups here for the future. So as far as a celebration goes with the reversed Empress, I'm going to say this, we're not doing it at my house, you know? If we're having a celebration, we're not doing it at my house. My house is not a place to have a party. It could just be that your house is full of dog hair and you have a barking dog down the street that won't ever be quiet and you're trying to focus and you can't, so you have to go to the library. It could be little things like that. If you can't focus at your house, if you can't be creative at your house, if you can't relax at your own house, then that's an issue. So now we're going to go to the number 9, which is the hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Now, the Fool represents new beginning. A new beginning that can lead to anywhere. I mean, look at it. It can lead to anywhere. It can lead to good. It can lead to bad. It can lead to who knows, right? We don't know. That's a hope. You hope that it's going to lead to something great and fulfilling, but you fear that it won't. And you could end up worse off than before. So I think you're on a new journey. You're doing something new. Even something that you might think of as a failure isn't necessarily a failure. It's a lesson. It's a lesson to be learned. So just keep that in mind when you feel like you're taking those 2 steps forward and 1 step backward. Or no, it's 1 step forward, 2 step back. Don't let it overwhelm you too much. And then finally, the outcome. We have the outcome, which is the 9 of Wands here, the 9 of Wands. And this is showing that you're caught off guard, decreased resistance. Now, I was trying to read this as in a positive way. I think decreased resistance might be a good way to look at this card. So the outcome is that you've just let go and let God, right? I mean, if you're going to look at this as a full reading, you're still going to have continuous efforts in whatever it is that you are partaking in, Sagittarius. You are going to be, we have swords, we have cups, we don't have any pentacles. We don't have any pentacles in this reading. So this is all about creativity and emotional and mental. And the theme of this is you're creating your own destiny. That is never easy. You're always going to have to fight for your own destiny. That's the theme of this. And the foundation is you can do it. You're ready to do it. You know what you want and you know what you're looking for. You know what you want to achieve. It can be achieved. But you need to watch out for all that self-doubt, that negative talk that you can do to yourself. It can really affect your environment. It can really affect your environment. It can affect your head. It's not, you got to work on that. And then you maybe being excited about something, being excited with the creativity of it can help with the battles of it as well. There's a yin and yang with everything. I think this reading's amazing, Sagittarius. I think you're onto a whole new level of spirituality, of learning, of emotional. I mean, I just think you're getting into a new level of your life right here with this reading. You're on a journey, and I hope that is a helpful reading for you today, Sagittarius. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.